Good morning, this is Het Shah and you're listening to MediaPlex News Radio. Educators in Ontario are holding a one-day full withdrawal of service tomorrow, which includes teachers at Ottawa-Carleton and Toronto and York Region School Boards and ECEs at Toronto Catholic School Boards. Members have been running a Work to Rule campaign for months, holding a series of rotating one-day strikes affecting Ontario's elementary and secondary schools in both the public and separate school boards. Last week, Education Minister Stephen Lees announced a Support for Parents initiative offering parents up to $60 per day to cover childcare costs if strike action close schools. The Windsor Police Service is working on improving gender balance and equality within the workplace. As Joy St. Anthony reports, it's an initiative to make the service more reflective in the community.
Gender balance has always been a well-documented issue at the Windsor Police Service for a long time, but since Windsor hired Pam Mizuno as its first ever female chief in 2019, change is coming rapidly. Over the past 9 years, the police service has seen an increase in female presence through hiring, inspiring, and recruiting. Sergeant Robert Wilson has noticed the issue of gender equality within the workplace and believes that improving the balance would reflect the community.
Well, when you look at the numbers, you have to say it's been an issue because when you look at our community with basically 50% male and 50% female, I know the Windsor Police is hovering around, I think it's a 17 or 18% female workforce. So I know Windsor Police itself is striving for service.
Tammy Fryer is an inspector at the Windsor Police and said when she started 30 years ago, there were only 10 women on the job.
Now we have about 100 women on the job, maybe 104 to 400 men. So, the numbers are increasing, but I think that we've always had an issue in this profession.
MediaPlex News, I'm Joy St. Antoine.
Before Council tonight to propose a new master plan for the city's transit system. The 8-year plan includes the purchase of 100 new shelters, 16 new buses, expansion of bus garages, and investments in vehicle health module. According to the report, improvements will cost more than $100 million over time. The plan's increased operating costs will be in part funded through ridership increases, according to the report submitted to Council. Cystic fibrosis is the most common fatal genetic disease affecting Canadians, but that didn't stop a day of fundraising from being an absolute ball. Ryan Percy has more.
In all sorts of children's media, the princess ends up saving the day. And this weekend brought that into the real world. The Chicharo Club was transformed into a magical world of discovery for a princess ball in support of Cystic Fibrosis Canada. Victoria Hopper is the Fund Development Coordinator for Cystic Fibrosis Canada in southwestern Ontario. She said while the ball drew in around 500 princesses and a few young princes, there was one young girl who had the spotlight.
Monthly. This year, Sasha is our CF princess. So Sasha is 6 years old. Sasha and McKenna both have cystic fibrosis.
Approximately 4,200 individuals live with cystic fibrosis in Canada. Marissa LePage is Sasha's mother. She said the condition's erratic nature is always hanging over the family's lives.
It's scary. We never know exactly what next week is going to look like sometimes. She can be perfectly fine one day and then within days is admitted for IV antibiotics.
Despite her condition, Sasha was just as happy and carefree as any other princess at the ball. For MediaPlex News, I'm Ryan Percy.
It was a great weekend for Windsor sports. The Windsor Express picked up wins on back-to-back nights with 2 blowout victories over the Kitchener-Waterloo Titans and the Island Storm. The Express now moved to 4-3 on the season. The Windsor Spitfires moved into second place in the West Division in the Ontario Hockey League. The Spitfires currently sit 1 point behind the Kitchener Rangers, who have now lost a game in regulation over their past 12 games. The Spits stretched their winning streak to 3 games with 5-3 victory over the Saginaw Spirit Sunday afternoon. After a snowy weekend, it will be mainly sunny throughout Monday with temperatures at -4. Tuesday will be a mix of sun and clouds with temperatures rising to -3. Wednesday, it will be sunny with a high of 2. On Friday and Saturday, a severe snowstorm shut down the city of St. John's in Newfoundland, where they have been in a state of emergency for their 4th day running. Businesses were closed, as was the international airport, after the city received 76 centimeters of snow. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Het Shah and you have been listening to MediaPlex News Radio. Stay tuned for our next show at top of the hour.